your workouts will not suffer from supersets. Finding motivation to work out can be difficult. And according to one study, it looks like a lack of time still seems to be the #1 barrier. Interestingly, authors noted that family responsibilities, needing to take care of older family members, children, housework, are a primary reason why people don't exercise. And this is exclusively within the ethnic minority group. Can we change or reframe our thinking about being in the gym for a long time to be worth it as physical activity? Maybe that can overcome this barrier. Supersets have been touted as a way to work out faster, get in and out of the gym, still get the gains that you need in shorter time. First of all, what are supersets? Think of it this way. If you would normally do 4 sets of a lat pull down, resting in between sets, a superset now becomes a lat pull down and another exercise. What it is you're doing 2 exercises back to back with minimal rest periods in between, or maybe even no rest, and then you rest. Some people argue that you're leaving the gains on the table. Can you really get as much gains as you can resting for short periods? A recent study by Ryan Burke, shout out to Ryan on the Parnell plan, is the first study to look at agonist muscles to antagonist muscles, push and pull, your leg extension to seated leg curl, your opposite muscle groups. I was actually a part of this study. I was a research assistant. So when I read this study, it was pretty cool. I was smiling because I just had flashbacks of like, this is everything that we were doing in the lab. We had a traditional set group and we had a superset group. The traditional set group had performed each exercise 4 rounds, rested 2 minutes in between. The superset group performed 2 exercises back to back and rested 2 minutes in between. Both groups saw increases in their 1RMs. They saw increases in their muscular hypertrophy, muscle thickness. The ratings of perceived exertion were higher in the superset group. The superset group took 36% less time during each session versus the traditional set group. So you can perform supersets and you can still achieve muscular strength, muscle thickness. A lack of time is still the #1 barrier as to why most people don't exercise. It's clear that the supersets are a great modality to include into your training to save time, and you still achieve the same amount of muscular strength. If you are performing supersets, just know this is not going to be an easy workout. In this paper by Ryan Burke, I was there. Subjects were training to failure, like literally. It was 8 to 12 rep range for muscular hypertrophy. The subjects sometimes they didn't make it to 12, they didn't make it to 10. So just know you are working very hard for each set. Another takeaway, I mentioned in another video for exercise order, how it is important to prioritize bigger lifts that you want to get stronger in, prioritize those before, your supplementary work. So if you are trying to get stronger bench and you're short on time, maybe you can still perform your bench as a traditional set or sets, and later on after your bench and you're still doing upper body, then you can superset the supplementary work so that you're still in and out of the gym, you still got your big lift completed, you still got your strength sets in, and now you're able to get some hypertrophy work in. Some people feel like supersets are detrimental to their gains because, you're working pretty hard and you're feeling exhausted. Just like in the study, how the ratings of perceived exertion were higher in the superset group makes total sense, right? This is a reminder. You're not leaving anything on the table. You are still eliciting gains. You're still crushing it. Your workouts will not suffer from supersets.